So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Paris Saint-Germain have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Caught offside that time. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Gravenberch. He's on it, can he get away? And he shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Great chance! Goal! So, a breakthrough already. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nicely intercepted. Out of play for a throw. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Rice, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Howson. Oh, what a mistake! And that is a little undercooked. Carreras. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Mbappe. Pedro Porro. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Carreras, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Çalhanoğlu has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. Bellingham. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. Carreras. Çalhanoğlu. That's an imaginative pass. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Thuram. Thuram! It's hit the upright.
Thuram really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Çalhanoğlu. Gravenberch. And it's Porro. In towards the back. Oh, good effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Stood up well to him there. That pass isn't the best. Chouameni. Vietnam looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Van Dijk. Thuram might just make this. And that has put paid to that. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Rice, nicely spread. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe. This is a promising build-up. Now Mbappe. Passing nice and neat. Good read, needed to be. Searching pass he's played there.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And here's Mbappe. Lovely feet. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vietnam leading by 1 at the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Vietnam leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Vietnam leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Tries one from range! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bellingham. And it's Rice. Now it's Kimmich. Rice. Now it's Bellingham. He'll try from distance! Good strike, quite an alarm. And that's another good win of the ball. That is a great pick out. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Vietnam are still that goal to the good. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Has a look and plays it forward. Pedro Porro. He's found a way through. Shot could be... Takes a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Chers spectateurs, un petit message pour vous rappeler de ne pas hésiter avant, pendant et après ce match à offrir votre contribution au programme caritatif.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And he's picked it up out wide. Now here's the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to...
Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Osimhen is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Thuram! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. But they've got it again. Van Dijk. That's a lovely, neat pass. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Chance to deliver.
Well played and well cleared.
Nice looking ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Schlotterbeck. Vietnam, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Pedro Porro picks it up out wide. And he's in on goal! The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Caught offside that time. DiMarco. Nicely weighted ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Van de Ven. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception. DiMarco. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Haaland. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now it's Thuram. DiMarco gets into a good position. Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the pass is intercepted. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. Mbappe. And it's Porro. Threads one in. Gravenberg. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Osimhen concedes a free kick for that. Gravenberg. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, they could break here. And it's Kimmich. Osimhen aims beyond the shot. Goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead. Oh, he's been caught napping! Defending of the desperate variety. Barella. Barella. Looking for options for movement. Now it's awesome. Real chance! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now Mbappe. Gravenberg. Pedro
Temps
Porro.
additionnel, 1 minute.
And Gravenberg. And it's Çalhanoğlu. So a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Vietnam go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Changement.
The second period is underway.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He has a look up, tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Araujo has got himself a free kick.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Bellingham. DiMarco.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, good read. Barella. Vietnam do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither. Bruno Fernandes! Thuram is herring after that one. He's had it nicked away. That's really well manoeuvred. Van Dijk cuts it out. Barella. Vietnam still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Osimhen. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Mbappe. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's in plenty of space here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schlotterbeck makes the interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Osimhen. Nice interception, well timed. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Bellingham. Oh, that's nice.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Turan. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
So
9,
we have movement on both
numéro
benches.
10, le numéro 32, le numéro 23, le numéro 41,
Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
le numéro 14,
Gonzalez.
le
There he
numéro
goes,
8,
motoring
le
forward.
numéro 25, le numéro 18, le numéro 15.
Vietnam
Changement en
are
cours.
running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And here's Yildiz. And he's there to clear it. And he's quick to get rid. Kimmich. Played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Now it's Greenwood. Always onto this. This looks promising. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish. And surely that does it. Perfect time. Decisive strike. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And a decent chance! And it's in! Drama at the death! Is there time? And that will be it. Vietnam were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. And here's Mbappe, real chance here. And they've been given a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Kimmich. And now a sudden chance to counter. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Great defending, strong and determined. Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's had it taken off him. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Schlotterbeck.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And that's a throw-in. Played over towards the opposite flank. Gravenberg. And he welcomes it in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gravenberg. And here's Mbappe. Pedro Porro. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Gravenberg. Now, who's going to be first to this? Schlotterbeck. Oh no, this does not look good. Courtois. Carreras. Van de Ven. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. There they go, hunting in tacks. It's a... Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. a decent clearance. Out for a throw. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Haaland could move up a gear here. Opts for safety. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham. It's not an... Oh no, what has happened here? Bruno Fernandes. Schlotterbeck. Carreras. It's a pretty loose pass. Kimmich. Paris Saint-Germain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Now, can they get him away? Well timed, excellent interception. Rice. Kimmich. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. Gravenberch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Araujo cuts out the pass, looking to play him in, and it's Bellingham. Calhanoglu.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Here's Haaland. Calhanoglu. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Chers spectateurs, je vais vous demander de bien vouloir vous tourner vers le grand écran pour un événement un peu particulier. Je ne vous en dis pas plus. Changement.
So we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Look at the space here. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Delivery from Mbappe. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bellingham. Vietnam do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. That was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's made its way to him. Delivered low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Haaland.
This is the time you need that pace.
Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's DiMarco. Now it's Bellingham. Cross needs to be good. And he's there to clear it.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Mbappe! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. And he has been fouled there. So the manager could make a change for the first time in the game here.
Le numéro 14, le numéro 10, le numéro 41. À leur place, le numéro 20.
Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. Simplicity itself.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. He'll try to keep this alive. Van de Ven. Oh, can he get onto this? That looks a good ball through. That's an excellent interception. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good.
Bellingham! Oh, and that should have been two.
Bellingham really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's tidy. Threads one in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Haaland receives it in a good position here. And the shot! And a truly agonising miss.
What a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Searching pass he's played there. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Foot in. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it, can he get away? Now the cross. And that has been cleared. Good ball, good take.
Vietnam can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Nicely aimed pass. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. Pedro Porro. He's found a way past. He's a sharp little ball here.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Barella, and it's Kimmich. Now it's Ferran Torres. Tries a shot! It's a loose ball. And we're done. Vietnam have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Bellingham. Oh, important interception. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with what's going on up front.
Oh, good effort! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Howson. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. That's where it came from. Osimhen. And it's Kimmich. First quarter of an hour gone. He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Nearly, but not quite.
Bellingham certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
And he's being shifted off it. Vietnam yet to have an attempt on goal. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a good run down the right. Gravenberg. Di Marco.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Chouameni. Osimhen. It's Kimmich. Rice. Now it's crossed into the middle.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone.
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Oh, can he get onto this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the ball's gone astray. Carreras herring after the ball here. Araujo. Half an hour played now. Rice. And it's Chouameni. And Tomori. And here's Bellingham. DiMarco. That'll be a throw-in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bellingham is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Kimmich considers his options. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. They've played it short. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Pedro Porro makes a move down the right. He's looking unstoppable! And it's Gravenberch. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's nice. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Thuram with the foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Bruno Fernandes. Haaland.
Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And here's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
So the last big chance perhaps before half. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good and that helped the keeper.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. That gets us going once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Gravenberg, and it's Porro. Mbappe, he is onto this. Chouameni, Rice, Bellingham, and here's Thuram. Nice interception, well timed. Çalhanoğlu, that's a cute ball.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
DiMarco, that's really well manoeuvred. The pass is intercepted. Van de Ven. Now Schlotterbeck. Osimhen. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a searching pass. Thuram. Rice running with intent. Great vision. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now he's got space here. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Kimmich. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gravenberg. And he cuts out the supply. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now, can they get him? Osimhen! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9.
So time for change.
Le numéro
And this one has been on the cards for a little
le
while.
numéro 10. À leur place, le numéro 20, le numéro 6, le numéro 16.
DiMarco. For Rice. And it's Lopez. Nice looking ball. This looks promising. He's in a great position here. Here comes the corner.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Le numéro 25, le numéro 23, changement en cours.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. And now they can spring out of defence. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Barella. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can clear their lines. Van de Ven. And here's Mbappe. Trippier has it in a wide position. Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Vietnam have opted to make another change here. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Vietnam are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Vietnam really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 4 coming up here. And he can thump it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's definitely not his best.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
And now the breakaway. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nicely shaped ball. Great ball, and he's in here. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's in on goal. Great chance! Oh, he's done it! A breakthrough! So late in the day! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Vietnam look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Trippier. Van Dijk. Now this could be a chance. Kimmich's cross. That's a decent clearance. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's a little off target. Lopez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Çalhanoğlu taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Vietnam have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Kimmich. Oh, easy pickings there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni, DiMarco. And it's Rice. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Carreras to Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Porro. And it's Gravenberch. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! Nearly, but not quite.
Mbappe has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And it's Rice. And he's quick to return it. He's in plenty of space here. So it is still 0-0. And it's made its way to him. Van Dijk.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Now it's Kimmich. And here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Little pass back. Pass is short and sharp. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. Pedro Porro. And Gravenberch. Bellingham. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Succumbs to the pressure. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. He's having a good look here. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Çalhanoğlu! No, just not quite. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tchouaméni getting this one clear. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Kimmich has it out wide and in space. The referee has given a corner. DiMarco, who's short. Bellingham with the delivery. That goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Pressing high and with purpose. He's got away. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Kimmich. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Gravenberg gets into a good position. Pedro Porro in acres of space out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, good ball! Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rice.
Temps additionnel.
It's Kimmich.
1 minute.
And here's Thuram. He's played it back. The referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Mesdames et messieurs,
And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Shoots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Space for him to turn and look. Bruno Fernandes engages and forces him off the ball. Bellingham. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. And a chance! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Tries a shot! Haaland under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, a guilty big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game.
Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10, le numéro 14, le numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro 16, le numéro 45, le numéro 20.
Takes a shot! And that's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Porro. Gravenberg. Looking for the far post. And he gets rid in a hurry. Your whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
Paris
32.
Saint-Germain have opted to make another change here.
Le numéro
Well, this
6.
could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
He's not got that quite right. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to... He'll try from distance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So their fourth corner of the game.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now that's well seen too.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that is a nice touch. And they're back on the ball again.
Paris Saint-Germain truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Quality ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kimmich. He's chosen to go back. Can he get it through? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Keeper's dealt with that. But he's gone backward here.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Defending was strong and firm. Vietnam leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Ferran Torres going after that. Gravenberg, and the pass is intercepted. I think we're just about done here. We are into stoppage time. Shot, surely! Gravenberg. Here's Haaland. Carreras. A probing pass. Oh, good-looking ball. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick. But welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. He's on it, can he get away? And he cuts out the supply. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki.
And the finish! Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rice. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides see...
Bellingham! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Araujo. Vietnam still without a single shot on target. And Tomori. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Big chance! It's in! And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, this looks sharp. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pedro Porro. That is good strength. Lovely bit of skill. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Thuram. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Pedro Porro. Chance here to counter. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. And it's Kimmich. Kimmich's cross. Punched away. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they keep...
He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. DiMarco goes short. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. DiMarco.
Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? And he plays one through. This looks promising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Çalhanoğlu!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Thuram. And it's Kimmich. Well timed, excellent interception. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Vietnam have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. That gets us going once more.
Vietnam definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Looking for options for movement. That's an excellent interception. Gravenberg. Shot could be on. Chance! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bruno Fernandes. Carreras. Araujo cuts out the pass. Can he get it through? Haaland.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good ball over the top. Tomori. Now DiMarco. Rice. Now it's Kimmich. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Gets a good foot in there. Kimmich carries the ball down the right. Just about up to the hour now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it out wide. DiMarco. It's a sweeping cross.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Not the most accurate pass. Pedro Porro. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Threads one in. Goes for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10, le numéro 14, le numéro 9, le numéro 32, le numéro 11. À leur place, le numéro 20, le numéro 6, le numéro 45,
It's Porro.
le numéro 25,
Oh, nice touch.
le numéro 3.
No way
Attention,
through, so back it
changement.
comes. Now it's Ferran Torres. Can he get on the end of this?
Oh, played right into his path.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Kimmich. It's a throw-in.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. That's a sharp pass. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferran Torres in acres of space out wide. Very nicely done. Cross from Ferran Torres. And he's opted for the long pass. No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Yildiz. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. That's very neat. Haaland receives it in a good position here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Osimhen. Schlotterbeck gets it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Quality ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That has not gone well. And no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bellingham is the guilty party there. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Eder Militao. And it's Bellingham. DiMarco.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. And that has been cleared. Oh, can he get onto this? Haaland. Carreras. And here's Haaland. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well played. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Çalhanoğlu. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram. Haaland.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
It's a searching pass. That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe! He's delivered all right! The first significant strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. It's Rice. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Vietnam really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Strong running down that left flank. Threads one in. Rice. Oh, good climb! Deftly away. Oh, that's delightful. Cross to the back post. And he's cleared it back out. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. DiMarco getting forward. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. DiMarco gets into a good position. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Bellingham really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Bruno Fernandes. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And this is Çalhanoğlu. Carreras has the space to scheme. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Vietnam looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So straight into the second half. Vietnam currently a shot, surely! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Now it's Kimmich. Terrific effort! Tries to get it clear, and it's Tchouaméni. And it's been hooked away. Çalhanoğlu to Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Porro. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And they win it back again.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Raya clears without hesitation. Haaland under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
DiMarco. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Very nicely done, and it's made its way to him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this, takes a shot! And that is wildly off target. Çalhanoğlu. Rice does really well to win the ball there. He can run onto that. He's having a shot! And he hits the net! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Nice physical challenge.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He has found the... Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Haaland really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Paris Saint-Germain now have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ferran Torres. That's going to go a long way. And that is out of play.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9, le numéro 41, le numéro 13, le numéro 32.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Changement en cours.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass. And they're back on the ball again. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Mbappe. Fermin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Courtois sends that a long way. Chouameni. That's a sharp pass. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Mbappe! Fermin. Vietnam, moments now away from seeing this one out. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Osimhen. Out towards the flank. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Haaland. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Now that is commitment to the cause. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Courtois claims comfortably. So that's it. It is all over. Vietnam proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it...
Can he finish? It's their first effort on goal.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mran, spread it left. Hangs in across.
You can think ahead, but not take your eye off the ball, and he did.
Gravenberg. Carreras. That's a sharp pass. Howson spots it and intercepts. And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's in a great position here. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bruno Fernandes! DiMarco. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. Çalhanoğlu. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. Decent chance! There it is! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
That's beautifully weighted. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Çalhanoğlu. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Haaland. And it's Dembele. It's a good ball out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Courtois claims it, safe hands.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Eder Militao, that is ended up in no man's land. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Van Dijk.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Drives it in. Terrific effort! Van de Ven. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance, surely! Mbappe is magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
And the shots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Howson tries to clear. Traumeri. It'll be a throw-in.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Now it's Kimmich. Tries to cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Rice. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back on the way then.
Well, that was well positioned.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Haaland. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Good read, needed to be. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram is herring after that one. No way through. Rice. DiMarco. That's a sharp pass. Calhanoglu. Pressing high and with purpose. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. Howson. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. There will be a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. Has crossed into the middle. And that has earned a reprieve. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first.
Le numéro 14, le numéro 32. À leur place, le numéro 6, le numéro 20, le numéro 45, le numéro 25.
And now they can spring out of defence. Schlotterbeck. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Ferran Torres. Tchouaméni. And Araujo. Araujo powering forward here. Tchouaméni. Araujo. Here's Haaland, and it's Mendes. Ferran Torres, and a shot, and again! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Carreras. Played into the box. Kimmich tries to clear. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Played into space. This interception, his positioning was spot on. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
À leur place, le numéro 18, le numéro 4, changement.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Calhanoglu. Now O'Reilly. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's cut it out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Howson. Trippier.
Il y aura 2 minutes de
2
temps
minutes to be
additionnel.
added on.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Short changes him with that pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. "90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it." So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. So our quest to find the winner continues. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold, it's rising! And it's hoisted clear. Eder Militao, well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Van der Ven promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Mbappe. He's under a lot of pressure there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Trippier. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Vietnam leading now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni. Over to the right flank. Alexander, oh, great leap! So close to drawing level.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Chouameni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Alexander-Arnold. Aimed at the far side. Takes a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Not so much sophistication as dogged. And it is half-time in extra time. Goals on both sides then, and a lot of tired limbs out there. We are down to the last chance for someone to try and win this.
Changement en cours.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? And he's been shifted off it. Nuno Mendes. Knocks it into space. Somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance for a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Mbappe has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Van de Ven. O'Reilly. Lopez. Haaland. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Rice. He's got away. Now it's Ferran Torres. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So after all of that, what can we say?
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. One 0.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Haaland is the next to run the gauntlet. Big character, big moment, big save. This to put them 2 up. Up by 2. They're up by 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, it's a really good save. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
We're on to number 3 here. Wonderful poise and placement.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
What poise! What noise!
Yeah, looks so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then. Everyone here are holding their breath.
And that will do it! Vietnam falls short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Vietnam really must be wondering how different this all could have been.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Now it's Haaland. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberg, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line, and just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility, and of course vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Gravenberg, and here's the chance to counter. Now Pedro Porro. Now there's a fine ball. Olise. Oh, good-looking ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Distributed tidily. Showing great feet there. Dembele.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Threads one in. No way through, so back it comes. Chance! There it is! And we have liftoff! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's Haaland. And it's Gravenberg. Vietnam very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. That's a sharp pass. And he's forced to go back. Played over towards the opposite flank. Carreras. Rice. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Courtois sends that a long way. It's a good run down the right.
That's good play from him.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Gravenberg. Çalhanoğlu. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Thuram with the foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Carreras wriggles his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van de Ven. Now who's going to be first to this? Çalhanoğlu. And it's Gravenberg. Carreras. Van de Ven. Çalhanoğlu. And that's it. Haaland! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now,
Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they're threatening to fly away here. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Quality ball. This looks promising. Vietnam have scored 2 quick goals here. Paris Saint-Germain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Eder Militao. And it's Dembele. Olise. Mbappe is onto this. Schlotterbeck clears it away. Another pass. Dembele! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Vietnam absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Vietnam marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. Back on the way then. And the shot! He's got a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain may be down, but not out just yet. And he was quick to react. Araujo. Now DiMarco. And it's Tchouaméni. He's in a great position here. Bruno Fernandes. Carreras. Van de Ven. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Porro. Stood up well to him there. Thuram scooting forward. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Thuram. Paris Saint-Germain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9, le numéro 14, le numéro 21. À leur place, le numéro 6, le numéro 15,
There's the shot!
le numéro 19.
Cleared away. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Now it's Haaland. He's found some space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rice. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely shaped ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. DiMarco. Tchouaméni. And it's Van Dijk. And it's Rice. Nicely aimed pass. And now the breakaway. Mbappe Going face to face with his great rival. Olise has created one goal already. Oh, super ball!
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Real chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 2 then.
Changement en cours.
He's rising! And it's in! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Paris Saint-Germain now just needing one.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Alvarez.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Closing in on goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gravenberg. Pedro Porro. Now, what about a counter-attack? Olise. And he lines up a cross. Courtois deals with that nice and simple.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Osimhen. Aimed beyond the defence.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's going to go a long way. Carreras. Van de Ven. Mbappe chasing after it. And there goes the final whistle. Vietnam have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition, and it was thoroughly professional.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.